Have you guys heard the saying cheap blanks are getting good and good blanks are getting cheap? Obviously, you have to fill the blanks in with an item, whether that be some sort of tech product or maybe even, hey you guessed it, cubes. Actually, for cubes the saying is slightly flawed in my opinion, because while I do think that cheap cubes are getting better and better, the top 3x3s are kind of getting more expensive. But that's a discussion for another time. What I really wanted to talk about today is budget puzzles and their place on the market. Hey YouTube, it's me Spotty. Welcome to another weekly Cubing Topicals. First off, let me just tell you what I'm not here to talk about today. I'm not here to tell you that budget puzzles are just as good as more expensive 3x3s, because for the most part, they're really not. In just about every aspect of a cube, other than price of course, a cube like the GTS version 2 will beat a KungFu LongYuan for sure, which by the way is what I'm solving with in the background. Some of you may disagree, but look at every world-class speed cuber. You don't see them using MF3 RSs or LongYuans to try and break world records, do you? So to make it extremely clear, I don't think that really any budget puzzle is better than a more top-of-the-line one for speed cubing. However, I do think that there's a huge place on the market for them, and I'm here to try and inform you that maybe it's the best cube for you. You don't really need to drop 30 bucks on a 3x3 if that just isn't something you can do, and that's completely fine. When I was starting out, I think this would have been really helpful for me to hear, because while I didn't get expensive 3x3s to begin with, I always felt like I was missing out on something, not having one. I was always able to find flaws in the puzzles that I was using, whether that be a Su-long, a Yu-long, or a Guan-long. And especially now, as budget puzzles are getting really good, you shouldn't need to worry about the little inadequacies of the puzzle you're using. No, Felix or Max Park aren't using these, but most of us aren't Felix or Max Park, are we? A lot of budget puzzles should still work fine for the most of us. And yes, that's a little easier for me to say, right? I've got heaps of awesome 3x3s and I'm very lucky to have them. But I want to try and back my words at least slightly with some sort of action. So as I said before, the puzzle that I'm using in the background is the KungFu LongYuan. This is a budget 3x3 coming in at around $4 US, and it's one of the most affordable 3x3s that you can get your hands on as of right now. But taking it just one step further, these aren't the best solves that I've pulled out of an average that I've done, which is what I normally do with solves that you see on other Cubing Topicals. Instead, I sat down, I did 2 solves, and then I turned on the camera. The average you're seeing is that average. And there were quite a few lucky scrambles, I must say, but all these solves are legitimate, and if you don't believe me, then the scrambles are at the top of the page. I'm kinda going off on a tangent, but I really want to emphasize, and if I can, prove, that budget puzzles aren't bad, and for a lot of us, they will be the best choice when looking for a cube, all things considered. But yeah, that's really about it. The cube that I have been using throughout this video will be linked below if you're interested. I'd really appreciate it if you shared this with somebody who needs to hear it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.